Proxy, thank you for accompanying me this far. The upcoming battle, Grim Vulture has likely already set up a stage filled with traps. We may need to brace ourselves for a tough fight. Do you have any strategies in mind, Sharon? To be honest, there isn't a fully viable strategy. The opponent is a sniper and can keenly anticipate the timing and trajectory of each of my shots, dodging in advance. Entering the battlefield pre-prepared by such a formidable... Entering the battlefield pre-prepared by such a formidable enemy alone, it's foreseeable that she will continue to occupy elevated sniper positions, relentlessly targeting us while we have very few opportunities to land hit on her. Wouldn't that mean that we're easy prey? Theoretically speaking, that's right. In a sniper duel, the one who fails to secure the best vantage point or exposes her position is always the loser, but there's still a chance. In our previous fight, I could sense the pride and impatience of Grim Vulture as a sniper. I'm not sure whether that's impatience coming from, but that pride is definitely something we can turn against her. I believe she would never accept the idea of me surpassing her in sniping skills. If I can outmatch her at a critical moment, she will lose her composure. That will be the only instance she exposes a weakness. Proxy. This is the strategy I've chosen. Grim Vulture may indeed be the superior sniper, but I'll surpass her and make the strategy succeed. To win the battle despite the overwhelming disadvantage, please entrust your back to me, Please entrust your back to me, Proxy, and you to accompany to support me. Jesus Christ, what is going on? It's like I can't speak straight. Yeah, but trust your back to me as well. Yes, I will. I will protect you, so please also provide me with your guidance. Alright, the final showdown. Piercing Rain.
Ready and waiting.
I'm at
One
Don't just
time for some hard lick.
Did you call me? Meow.
I've got your back.
Let's see.
Awaiting further instructions.
Needs. How can I help?
Good day, Proxy.
Ready and wait.
Did you?
Time for some hard. Needs.
Awaiting further instructions.
I guess the other one I could think of supported with Ether and Ice, but I'm not sure who else would fit that role for this particular story. It's kind of weird. Alright, let's finally settle the score.
Charon, look. Another communicator.
Huh? Hold on. I'm hearing something. What is that noise? Oh, there's a box down there. Okay.
Another communicator. It's a bad habit for a sniper to be so talkative.
Oh, really? I think it's rather good for my mental health to witness in real time how my target becomes desperate and gives up their struggle.
Do you really still need to disguise your voice? I thought you didn't want to hide anymore, Zoe.
Yeah, I fucking called it.
You're right. Seems there's no need for secrecy anymore. I, Zoe, the sniper known as Grim Vulture of Nemesis Squad, send you my regards.
Although I do wish she had like a military uniform on instead of just her civilian outfit.
Zoe. Oh, Grim Vulture. You, like me, were one of the advanced troops deployed to suppress Hollow Zero right after the fall of the old capital, right? Noct, Cartess, and Impera squad. So far, all the victims have been members of these squads. They were initially supposed to enter the Hollow to reinforce the advanced troops. Nemesis, your squad, lacking reinforcements, lost everyone except you in the fall of the old capital. You blamed their deaths on the absence of reinforcements and sought revenge on them. That's my conclusion. Just like me, the fall of the old capital left you entirely alone.
A sniper, the sole survivor, a mere pawn abandoned by the military. Don't you think we're very much alike?
Oh, I can only assume that Trigger was actually way closer to her own squad, while Grim Vulture over here was actually set up further away, trying to take pop shots.
The Impera squad member, Nathan,
Whoop,
the
get the-
one you're searching for, he pleaded with me to let him go when I was about to kill him, saying he had to see you no matter what. That's how you caught my attention. I let him live to get all sorts of information on you. I was so curious about you that I even set a trap, disguising myself as a victim to get closer to you.
Damn, from that far back, huh?
It turned out we share the same story. We even got the same PTSD symptoms. After all these years, we still see images of our teammates before they die. It's impossible to erase them from our minds. It's just, you use ridiculous fantasies to numb yourself, chasing after illusions of your squad mates. Well, I can't afford to be as naive.
So,
as you.
what, you decided it was time to just murder the people that were supposed to reinforce your squad?
One night, when I was overwhelmed with the unbearable images of my comrades' deaths, vomiting and crying, I finally realized the meaning behind their appearance before me. They were pleading with me, pleading for vengeance.
And there it is.
Begging me to destroy the repulsive, hypocritical new order of New Eridu. So, I carried on their will. I began kidnapping targets and sniping them in the hollow, watching as they became corrupted and died in despair.
Alright, so we're gonna have to put you down.
You really think this is what they want?
What else? They want me to be like you, playing at a game of finding my missing squad mates, accepting their deaths when I'm done playing, and then forgiving the very enemy who killed them? What a noble and virtuous gesture. Forgive on behalf of fallen comrades, coexist with New Eridu's order, and live peacefully among cowards. It's precisely because you and I are so similar that this hypocritical and cruel attitude makes it even harder for me to forgive you. After our first conversation, I was certain I must end your life myself to prove I'm right.
That's exactly what I wanted to say to you, too. Because we've suffered the same hardships, I can't accept the path of destruction you've chosen. Jesse, Aaron, Nathan, the client I've been searching for, and any other targets of revenge you've set your sights on. They all feel regret and struggle over the choices they made back then. But you can't see any of that. You didn't target the higher-ups who misjudged the situation, the dangerous ethereals who killed your comrades, or the ones responsible for the fall of the old capital. Instead, you went after the easiest targets. Grim Vulture, as a sniper of the Eridu Defense Force, you have failed in your duty. To preserve the will and hope left by my comrades, I'm going to put an end to your actions right here.
That suits me just fine. A sniper should let the gun do the talking. Make it to the deepest part of the hollow alive, and I'll meet you with nothing but raw malice.
Oh shit, how are we gonna do this? Let's fucking go.
Since you made it here, let me reward you with a few things you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Noct, Cardin, Impera, and many other squads.
Yeah, what about them?
Did you know the reinforcements that were meant to back us up ended up deciding to retreat?
Uh-huh.
Relying on a show of hands to vote, isn't that ridiculous? Third way, like a kindergarten election for class monitor.
God damn, yeah. Okay, we need to stop her. She's fucking going nuts.
Jesse and Aaron, do you have them too? Or are they already? Engaging head on. Either reason
You still care about them? Or should I say...
It's over!
It looks like I haven't made enough of a threat in your life if you still have the time to worry about them.
Get behind me! Awaiting order.
Great hit!
I didn't know it's a little 3 little pigs were just out there beating up on one fucking dude.
Solid hit!
Normally that's more sensible, right? In any case, when you stumble into the underworld with your insight spilling out...
Again, I want to listen to what she's saying, but I can't. The action's like completely overbearing.
Rain are picking up.
Ready.
Got it covered, soldier.
Extreme weather is perfect for sending you to your grave. No one will hear your screams and cries as you die.
Now we're...
By the time the rain stops, the only thing left will be I wonder, do you
I heard another robot box around here somewhere.
the old capital south?
Oh, that was like literally in the way. It wasn't even hidden.
The sky just dark. Both your team faded.
Oh, was she just there?
Such determination deserves praise. Now, time for the final showdown to
Oh yeah, she is there and hiding.
only way to put it. What knight ever confront their enemies head on?
Great hit!
I've prepared a little gift for you.
This is your requiem.
I made it. Sure, Imperial might suck into corrupting a high-ranking officer.
Come on.
It wasn't easy luring it here. You can play with them for a while. As for me, I'll watch you from above. Then I'll put right in your heart.
Surprise!
Counter!
The target's weary.
Perfect teamwork! Blazing flame! Open fire!
There she is. Move. No, you know where she's at.
You're as a sniper is the one who's been forced into a corner, like you!
So what are you gonna do? Ricochet shot? Just beat her to the punch? What do you plan on doing? What's it gonna be?
The wind. It's shifting.
I won't fall for your
gonna
distractions
cover.
so easily.
Yeah. She got you.
I will surpass you with my own melody of victory.
No.
And let the wind be the opening notes.
Oh shit.
Charon! No! Wake up! Charon!
It's fine, it's fine. Looks like it's a shoulder shot. Oh! Damn, lucky. Though I thought, you know, you had bulletproof armor or something, but damn. Woo-hoo-hoo. After the gunshot, the hollow fell silent once more, leaving only the countless biting raindrops, attempting over and over to wash away the scent of blood that oozed from the wounds of the defeated, only to fail time and time again. The loser pays no attention to her mortal wound, only staring at the distant horizon, as though salvation might be waiting there. Sometime later, the victor has claimed the seal and stands in front of her. They share the last words, while the defeated still has the energy to converse.
Just you? Where's your friend, the proxy?
The proxy went to rescue the hostages. I want to speak with you alone. A sniper should always monitor the changes to their surroundings, factoring the environment into their tactics. Being blinded by the intent to kill and failing to take this into account was your downfall.
Didn't expect to be lectured by a youngster. What a disgrace. When my view was blocked, I realized you'd used the visual blind spot to reposition. So I adjusted my aim accordingly. But I still couldn't hit you.
Your prediction and accuracy were spot on. I was just saved once again by this. By both this harmonica and by my former comrades.
Are you trying to say that this is destiny? That it's the will of my companions guarding me? I lost to the wave of ethereals, to the military's betrayal. And now I lose to your reckless actions, driven by some ridiculous fantasy. Your fantasy, your attitude, your very existence, and the outcome of this battle. They are the greatest denial and insult to my revenge.
Yet you're emitting a much calmer ether energy now. Almost as if you found relief.
My vision is fading. I can't see my comrades on the brink of death anymore. My wounds are fatal. I don't feel any pain. Relief. It's not such a bad thing.
Damn, I feel so bad for her. She's just, after all this, she's just someone that's just been in pain, and she's finally found some relief in one form or another. That's all she ever wanted. Like, she's no longer being haunted by her past.
Did you intend for me to kill you from the start?
Let me answer that question with a story. The first time I saw you was actually during the fall of the old capital. My comrades were all dead, and the reinforcements the higher-ups promised before the mission never came. I can't even remember how long the fight went on. Ultimately, I had no choice but to retreat, failing to bring back my squad mates' bodies. I made my way through one battle line after another. The advanced troops were nearly wiped out. But when I reached a certain front, a small squad of survivors called out to me. Few people can still stand after such severe corruption and injury, but all 5 of them were still fighting. They were protecting a girl who had lost her sight and fallen unconscious while searching for a way out of the hollow. They told me they were beyond saving, and if I planned to retreat, I must take the girl with me. I couldn't turn down the last request of a group of heroic soldiers about to die in battle.
So that her vision was right. All her teammates were basically on the verge of corruption.
Your comrades entrusted your life to me. I was the one who brought you out of the hollow. You already know what happened afterward. It didn't take long for you to leave the defense force after you came to. Just like me. I developed PTSD so intense that sometimes I couldn't even hold a normal conversation. But for me, the hardest blow was the death of my squad. To an orphan like me, they were family.
Oof. Oof, and you were an orphan too? Oh, Jesus.
If the reinforcements had kept their word and provided support, they wouldn't have died for nothing. Don't you ever have that thought?
To say I don't would be a lie. But I think deep down you know. From the moment we stepped into the Hollow, there was no way we were getting saved. Given how quickly the Hollow was spreading, and the ever-increasing number of ethereals, it would take the sacrifice of countless Defense Force troops to suppress it. It wasn't something that could have been accomplished in such a short time. The reinforcements would have only been a drop in the bucket. More sacrifices without results. Canceling the reinforcements. Sending the advanced troops to rescue as many civilians as possible to minimize casualties. I think most commanders would have made the same decision.
Objective and cold logic. I understand it, of course. But when you see members of the reinforcements living happy lives years later, can you still keep your composure?
Oof. Oh, literally, why do you get to live happy lives while my friends got to die?
Even if the chance was minuscule, I wanted my squad mates to survive. But they turned that chance to zero, and still have the nerve to embrace a peaceful future. I can't help but resent them. By the time I realized what I'd done, I had already taken several lives. Nathan. When I tied him up and was about to kill him, he begged me to spare him, saying he had something to give you, no matter what. That was when you re-entered my line of sight. I think I've said this before. We're very similar, yet we have completely opposite beliefs. After meeting you, I became even more certain. In the face of suffering, I chose destruction, while you were destined to choose to protect. But you're still entangled in your obsession with your squad mates. If this continues, you'll eventually sink into a void of despair. Your hope is like a bubble, ready to burst at any moment. The version of you I want to kill is the complete one, who can firmly reject my answer. If you haven't found your answer yet, then I'll be the one to push you forward. I kill you, or you end me. Either way works. But after seeing your growth, maybe I'd prefer you to step over my body. That's the final answer.
Why?
Emptiness and doubt. No matter how many targets of my revenge I took down, nothing changed. Aiming my gun at former comrades, drowning in hate and rage, all it left was a hollow emptiness. But you're different. You've gained unconditional trust from the proxy. You have the courage to fight through my trap. And eventually, you'll have a melody that's uniquely yours. My belief has faltered. I finally remember. My squad mates were fools, just like you. You're right. They would never want me to become this way. I talk about carrying their cross. But in truth, I never carried their will. So be it. Take the hostage and go. A villain stained with the blood of others deserves nothing but a miserable end. I'm looking forward to how long you'll be able to protect those in front of your eyes.
Damn. Sharon doesn't leave. Instead, she kneels beside Grim Vulture, picks up the bullet-marked harmonica, and begins playing a melody titled Homecoming. Wow. Come on. The melody briefly takes over the roaring downpour, reaching the ears of Grim Vulture. She lies waiting up. barely clinging to life. A faint glimmer appears in her empty eyes in her final moments.
It can still be played after taking a bullet.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Impressive.
I'm surprised they can still play some tunes the same.
This is my final melody to you. No matter how miserable you've become, I'll still remember you. Remember we once shared the same path in life. But in the end, our paths diverged.
God damn it. I don't remember. I just immediately remembering the fucking Yu-Gi-Oh! Trap card. Divergence of past from the goddamn anime. You know, the one that has a road that splits into happy fun times or really dark times. Ugh.
Your hatred has long twisted into sin. But if not for you, I wouldn't have learned how to hate, or found the true targets of my hatred. I used to know nothing. My teammates served as my teachers and taught me so much. And I think you must be my final teacher. You taught me, in the most intense way, what hatred truly means.
Oh, hold on. What's happening?
Really? So you found someone you want revenge against, too. That's good.
The melody of Homecoming plays as the girl endures the agony of her ocular rejection, struggling to make the harmonica's notes rise above the sound of the rain. As the last note fades amidst the relentless downpour, the defeated one takes her final breath. Feels like I don't know, they might have been able to do something about it, but it seems like they just kind of left her there. Alright. Damn. You rescued the kidnapped people. Leave the Hollow and anonymously report things to public security. And update the Shepherd on the situation. The series of tasks that need to be done after such an intense battle leaves you dizzy. After requesting to meet with the client, the client was Shepherd. You receive his message calling you to Port Elpis. Proxy, we're right at the port. According to Shepherd, he, the client, and the rescued Jess and Aaron should be here. Let's talk to them. Something bothering you? Oh, Proxy, you noticed. Even though we did very Grim Vulture, Sub can't seem to let it go. Just as I thought. When the wind changed and the falling banner blocked her vision, she could have retreated, waited for her sight to clear, and then resumed sniping. If she had done that, I would have had no chance of winning. But her pride wouldn't let her take an action that implicitly admitted her tactics were inferior. She still chose to engage in a shootout with me despite the blind spot. Doesn't it just prove your strategy was successful? But after realizing that she actually wanted to die, I started to wonder, is my course of action something she deliberately led me into? I would find a way to break her trap and create an opportunity for a reversal, and she was waiting for that moment, ready to test whether I had truly surpassed her through a direct confrontation. I believe that was her intention. Her feelings must have been very complicated. Roxy, you told me that Grim Vulture once appeared here at the port, standing by the trash can of the wooden pier, gazing out to sea. What was you thinking about back then, I wonder? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Let's go meet the client together. He's still alive and hasn't become another Grim Vulture's victims. I suppose that's the best news we could have. Although I already understand that the client's true identity is not my teammate. It may not bring the hope I've longed for. I still want to face him. Alright, let's go. Oh, hello, kitty cat. I'm a remarkable trash can. The one reason we're stopping in front of the trash can. The first of the Grim Vulture was seen disguised as an ordinary person. She was standing... Oh, I never actually got to talk to her. The game actually didn't let me go down there. Because it's like, oh, nah, you've talked enough, don't worry. So I could have actually met her down here, but the game just refused not to let... decided to... I met an arbitrary amount of people. Lifting into the trash can among the pile of crumpled food wrappers and discarded aether batteries smelling of seawater. Find something torn pieces of paper scattered here and there. It was easier to find them as pages from a notebook that had been deliberately torn apart. Seems that what Grim Vulture discarded here was just aether batteries. You quickly sort and piece together torn papers. Now the contents are fully readable. It seems to be a diary. Alright, let's read it. Hey, huh? Dude, there cannot be more than like one page. The captain came to talk to me again today. Ever since I took down that elite ethereal in the last mission, word's been spreading about Nemesis Squad having an ace sniper. It's quite troublesome. A bunch of rookies went to the captain saying they wanted him to wanted my guidance to improve their sniping skills. And they're underestimating what it means to be a sniper. Do they really think sniping is something you can just pick up whenever you feel like it? I dedicated every waking moment of my life to training, all to become a sniper capable of taking down any target. Without the resolve to take down another life, you'll never become a proper sniper. The codename Grim Vulture represents the weight and bloodshed being behind sniping, like a vulture feeding on corpses. I hunt for death, wrapping myself in its scent. I was going to turn the captain down, but Peregrine told me I've been too tense lately and I should try accepting the captain's proposal. Well, love, give me a chance to socialize and mingle. Well, I guess I'll just think about it, how to teach the juniors. Though honestly, I feel like a sniper should just let their gun do the talking. Oh my god, how many of these are there? Do we really need this much backstory? Is the backstory just gonna say, oh, I taught this one girl? Is it gonna be fucking Trigger? That secret's talking to from Captain. He asked me why my method of teaching juniors involved taking them to the Hollow for live fire combat training. What if something happened to them? How could I take responsibility? Our captain's being too naive. If they would choose to join the defense force, how can they protect Eridu while being prepared to put their lives on the line? Many techniques and tactics can only be attained and understood when faced with the death's door. I was just teaching them through the most effective way I could think of. Besides, if they get hurt in this kind of real combat, doesn't that just prove they weren't cut out for it? To learn my skill, you need the talent for to back it up. In the end, the captain called off the training. Just when I was starting to enjoy the teaching. Just when I was beginning to think it might not be so bad to pass my sniper skills down to some capable junior. Peregrine tried to comfort me, saying I'll have another chance to take student someday. But who knows how long I'll have to wait. Or if it was a student, though, who will ever have whatever it takes. When I get to teach again, I'm definitely going to develop this training method further. I'll throw them into the Hollow, make sure they can survive my sniper fire, force them to use the environment and psychological warfare to counter me. As long as they're not too unlucky and manage to survive, they'll definitely learn everything I got. When that time comes, Eridu will have another guardian. Heh, I'm actually looking forward to it. Come to think of it, Peregrine's been acting pretty suspicious lately. What's that guy plotting? I mean, it doesn't sound like her first set of training. You have to get live environment training, but I think she's kind of going crazy on the second part. Ugh. God damn it, there's like, how many pages are these? After our mission, our captain and the squad called me to the dorm. When I opened the door, I saw balloons everywhere and a huge birthday cake. Turns out it was my birthday. They've been secretly preparing this celebration for a while. Our captain apologizes about the new recruit training incident from before and gave me a stunningly beautiful outfit. Everyone was scattering excitedly while sharing cake and stuffing gift boxes of all sizes into my hands. And then Peregrine got down on the knee and proposed to me with the ring. Oh! Though I agreed to date him before, I never really understood all this romance stuff and stayed pretty distant from him. But he said that it's exactly what he loves about me. I'm all about sniping and a bit clumsy in the everyday life. He even thinks my codename, Grim Vulture, which sounds scary to most, is cute. That idiot. He really didn't need to add that last part. Though I didn't show it then, I was actually overjoyed with this, with him there. And with everyone from the squad. This must be the happiest moment of my life so far. Ugh. Why did I have to be so shy then? To the point where I couldn't even give him the answer. Saying something like, let me think about it. I should find the right moment to say yes. Yeah, that's what I'll do. After we return from our next mission, I'll definitely want to wear that beautiful outfit and tell everyone. The old diary filled with memories of past comes to an abrupt end here. Well, alright, we got some backstory on Grim Vulture, I suppose. Okay, I guess. I'm not sure it was needed, but there it was.
So you're the sniper from Liar Squad. It's nice to finally meet you.
And you must be the one who's been searching for me. Nathan, the younger brother of Lily. It's good to see you safe and sound.
That's right. I'm sorry for causing all this trouble. I nearly cost you your life, becoming a target of a victim from the fall of the old capital. Maybe that's what I get not helping my brother and the rest of the defense force back then. When the reinforcements decided to retreat, I spoke out against it. I had family among the soldiers already in the Hollow, but I didn't have the courage to take that step. The one that might have cost me my life. I'm sorry.
Aha! You and your brother were both in the military. And your brother got sent in first, and you were supposed to be part of the reinforcement.
You don't need to feel or
Oh, come on.
the outcome was something you could have controlled. You cared deeply for Lethe. And even today, you still think of him. To someone like him, who always cherished family, that's more than enough.
Thank you. I heard you've been searching for the members of Liar Squad all these years. I'm nothing compared to your determination. Thank you for everything you've done, but please stop the search. It's time for you to start living a life that's truly your own. I hate to say this as a family member, but back then, they were already...
I know. You don't need to say it. I've been drowning in a fantasy of my own making for years, but it's a fantasy that kept me from falling into the abyss. Nathan, Grim Vulture told me you have something you want to give me. Is that why you commissioned someone to find me?
Yes. After learning about the bond between you and your squad, I knew I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get this to you. So I got on my knees and begged Grim Vulture, even playing this recording for her, hoping it would move her. Regardless of how things unfolded, what matters is that it wasn't destroyed, and I'm here, alive, to hand it to you.
Oh. Nathan rummages through his jacket pocket and takes out a slightly worn tape. Liar Squad's tape added to workbench. A tape from Liar Squad discovered by Nathan, Lethe's younger brother. The long sealed recording speaks to a series of events that would follow years have passed. And while the tape surface shows somewhere, the audio remains pristine, as crystal clear as it would have reached recorded just yesterday.
I found this while going through my brother's belongings. It's been tucked away for years. There's a recording on it, and I think it's a gift Liar Squad made for you, but never had the chance to give you.
Thank you so much. Do you mind if I listen to it now with the proxies?
Yes, I do. And he just leaves.
With me and Belle? We're honored. I thought we were just here to collect the commission fee today.
Go ahead. As for the commission fee, I'll pay it to you both shortly, so don't worry about that.
Hold on, Nathan takes us back. Karen looks at you and her lips seeming to tremble slightly. Jenny holds her hand, feeling a warmth and strength in her palm. She presses the play button.
Hey, hello? Alright, it's a recording. This is a message from Liar Squad for our little sniper. Everyone ready? I'll count down. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations on your 1000th day with Liar Squad!
Oh, how nice of them. That is actually a really nice, nicely
Hey,
tipped
you
unit.
guys are totally out of sync. Captain, can we redo this? The anniversary gift has to be perfect.
That's our assault specialist, Acheron. She has a strong sense of aesthetics, prioritizing beauty in both combat and her daily life. She taught me a lot about makeup and fashion.
Oh, she won't care if we're a little off. Forget the re-record. Let's just get it done and order the cake. We don't want him to sell out.
That's our medic, Kakaitis. He's usually lazy and a bit of a smooth talker, but he's actually very capable and kind. He taught me a lot about unconventional negotiation tactics and ways of handling things.
You two, stop arguing during the recording. I've already ordered the cake. If you keep rambling, we really will have to re-record this. Cut the chatter already.
And that sticks, a reliable artillery specialist. He's the oldest in the squad. He loves sharing photos of his daughter and reminiscing about how he wooed his wife. The way he won her over inspired me a lot.
All right, let's all calm down. Wouldn't want to get on the captain's bad side. I mean, Captain, would you like to go first? We can edit or re-record whatever we need to.
That's our scout and engineer, Lethe. He's a bit self-conscious because of how his younger brother excels, and he's somewhat introverted. But he's actually very capable. He taught me sharp observation skills, calm execution under pressure, and how to make use of the environment.
Okay, thank you all for settling down before I completely lost my cool. It's fine. No need to cut anything or re-record. Let's just keep it as it is. Loud and messy, just like our liar squad.
That's our captain, who took me in and taught me how to play the harmonica. And the real Charon. I'll make sure to explain properly to you later, Proxy.
As you've heard, this
The real
recording
Charon.
is a little gift from the five of us. How time flies. When I brought you into the squad about 2.5 years ago, you were just a shy kid who blushed whenever you talked to someone. Over these 1,000 days, you've really worked hard to keep pace with our fighting rhythm. You've done incredibly well. In the last mission, your successful sniper kill of that high-risk ethereal really helped Acheron a lot. I hate to say it, but yeah, I went too far in last time. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. Just this once, I'll admit, your moves were more elegant in that fight.
And not just that fight. Ever since you became a quicker shot and learned to adjust for wind speeds on the fly, we've been taking fewer and fewer hits. Makes my job way easier. So, cheers. You often worry about not doing enough. But in these 2.5 years, you've absorbed everything I know about stealth, reconnaissance, and tactical countermeasures. Trust me, you'll become an incredibly skilled sniper.
She's blushing in the corner
Having
over
you
there.
covering us from the rear makes every fight feel safer. But you still have a lot to learn about socializing and romance. When peace finally comes to Eridu, leave us and live your own life.
Where did that come from? She's not leaving us. Even if she retires, she'll move into my house and I'll spoil her with loads of beautiful clothes. We can talk about living alone in 10 or 20 years. Sorry, I got carried away. Anyway, you're talented and hardworking. Over these 1,000 days, you've opened your heart to us and even encouraged us in return. Having you as a comrade is a blessing for all 5 of us. But I have to say one thing. You're always so sensitive and kind. Every time you see us get hurt, you look like you're about to break. Has our squad motto, having each other's backs, become too much of a burden for you? I get how you feel. When your squad mates trust you with their backs, your first instinct is to protect them, right? But that's not the way it should be. No one can shoulder everything alone. Don't try to carry everything on your own. Choosing to fight on the battlefield is my resolve. Feel it. Share yours with me. And when it's your turn to watch my back, I'll give my all to honor it too.
As long as you fight with all your strength, there's no such thing as failing to protect something, because your will and our will is preserved and carried on in other ways.
But don't let that weigh on you. Try to trust in us, just like we trust in you, no matter what. I've struggled with that kind of thinking myself, but I eventually made my way through it. All this talk
Ugh.
keeping each other safe. It's like a harmonica melody scoring our time together. And when things change, our tune will go on, and that's enough.
Exactly. Honestly, I'm sometimes terrified. Afraid that someday you'll blame yourself for failing to protect us and fall apart. That's why I wanted to record this message. Please, don't try to bear everything alone. Maybe you can start relying on us more, fully entrusting your vulnerable side to us. Our will has long been intertwined with yours. We're comrades. This is getting way too sentimental. It doesn't feel like me anymore. Anyway, we just want to see you trusting your comrades enough to share your burdens, even if it isn't us. Finally, we'd like to give you the song that's closest to us. If what we've said is hard to understand, just feel it through the music. Please, enjoy my masterpiece, Homecoming.
Oh, she made the song too? Damn. Yo, because that play is a familiar tune. It sounds crisp and clear, so we recorded just yesterday. When the music fades, the tape goes silent. We turn to the woman who calls herself Sharon. And she desperately wipes away uncontrollable tears. The harbor wind ruffles her hair, and then, at last, she lifts her head. I'm gonna let this play out, see if we can actually listen to it. It is a nice little tune, isn't it? Does it end, or is he just gonna loop and abruptly end whenever I hit X? Ugh, I hate how it does that. Okay, I think it might just keep going.
Proxy, do you remember? I was once terrified of seeing the look on their faces.
Of course. Can you see them clearly now?
Yes.
Oh, there's the
Crystal
picture.
clear. As if I've returned to the exact moment of parting. So this is our last glance. This is the answer you wanted me to find. Thanks, guys. For everything.
I guess Hollow Zero started expanding because Nineveh showed up. Or got created in there. After meeting with Nathan, you spend a long time with Sharon at Port Ellipse, letting the sea breeze wash over you. You don't say a word, because you both know it'll be soon be time to part ways. As the temperature begins to cool, you head back to 6th Street with her.
Proxies. No. Lies. Belle. I've troubled you two a lot these days with my personal affairs. Words can't describe what you've done for me.
No worries. Honestly, my brother and I have been a bit lost recently. Meeting you, though, well, it feels like we've known each other forever. Doesn't it, Wise?
Yeah, we've learned a lot from you too. If nothing else, spending time with you really cheered us up. Perhaps we've always shared the same resolve.
Yeah. When I was trapped in self-doubt, unable to get out, I'm glad you were there with me. You're right. We've already entrusted our backs to each other as comrades. And because of that, because we are comrades, please, hear me out. Maybe you've already noticed. I'm sorry, but I've been keeping something from you. Charon isn't actually my code name. As I mentioned before, Charon was my captain's code name. When I met both of you for the first time, I didn't want to tell you my code name, because I thought someone who couldn't protect their squad mates had no right to one. So I lied. Captain Charon was an orphan like me, with no family to mourn her. I've been using her code name because I may be the last person in the world who still remembers her. But I understand now. If I want to keep moving forward, I can't keep hiding behind a lie. My true code name is...
Rigger. Oh.
You don't have to tell me right now.
Charon, at the harbor, Nathan spoke to you privately. Was he offering you a chance to return to the Defense Force?
Yes. He said he still has a friend in the Defense Force who's currently forming a new squad. And if my goals align with theirs, I could consider joining them.
So, what's your decision? Where will you go next?
After everything that's happened, I think I do share the same goal as that friend of his in the new squad they're building. So I'll head back to the new Eridu Defense Force and keep chasing my new goal with a new team.
Your new goal. Is it to look further into the fall of the old capital?
Yes. My encounter with Grim Vulture has made me realize this should be the true form of my vengeance. I'll uncover the real culprits behind the old capital's fall and make them pay for their crimes. If the ferryman who leads me to the truth demands a price, I'm willing to wager my life.
Ooh.
I have a gut feeling the masterminds will reveal themselves again soon. To protect the city my comrades cherished and sacrificed their lives for, I won't allow such a tragedy to happen again. By letting the will to protect guide my hatred, I now have a clear aim toward the truth.
That's what I thought. If that's the case, then for now, we shouldn't learn your true code name, nor entrust our backs to one another.
Are you saying we're on opposite sides?
No. We might walk different paths, but those paths will lead us to the same destination. It's just that, for now, we can't say any more than that.
To be honest, after facing an enemy as ruthless as Grim Vulture, we're reminded of our own powerlessness. Watching you fight back, almost losing your life to a bullet. That feeling, we're nowhere near strong enough to protect you. And we're not strong enough to open up about our pasts either. So...
Yep. On the second thought of hesitation, Karen takes hold of each of your hands and brings them closer to her chest.
If this is your slightly selfish principle, I'll respect it. You were once my proxies, and I'll keep this memory locked away as something I cherish. If, as you say, our destination is the same, then we should continue on our separate paths, striving to grow stronger. The next time we meet, I'll reveal my true codename. I hope we can become true comrades. I want your presence to forever remain in the melody of my life.
yes, it's a promise. We'll cross paths once again, Charon.
You watch the woman who calls herself Charon walk further and further away. The Defense Force soldier waits for her at the end of her path.
Hello. I'm the sniper from the former Liar Squad of the Chrysoberyl Division, recommended by Captain Nathan, originally of the new Eridu Defense Force's Obsidian Division, Impera Squad.
Ah, I heard about you from my superior. You're the one who dealt with the serial murders targeting the Defense Force, right? Well, let me confirm a few details before taking you to base. Which squad are you applying to join? Did you have a code name during your previous service?
I'm applying to join the Obsidian Division's Oval Squad. As for my codename, Trigger. I was Trigger of Liar Squad.
Everything's come to an end. Why, do you think we'll ever see Charon again? Sure. I'm looking forward to it. I hope we can grow and get stronger, and have a great power to face any crisis. When we reunite with her, then we have to hear her real code name. Great mind thinks alike. However, after hearing Charon and Grim Vulture's stories, I can't help but feel a little bit sad. They had the same fate, but in the end, they walked completely different paths and became enemies. Wise, if hypothetically we also encounter enemies who experience the same fate, but now walk completely different paths with opposing goals, forced to be enemies, what would you do? It would seek mutual understanding with them. Sounds just like something you would say, Wise. Time ever comes, I'll join you in seeking understanding as well. Phaethon, should face everything together, right? After everything that's happened, I feel exhausted. You must feel the same, right? How about we go to get a good rest? The commissions from the Shepherd won't be easy as we've been having it before, you know? And that's chapter 1. Imagine.